Good morning, Windsor High. Today is January 29th, 2018. I'm Cody Smith.
I'm Alden Nichols, and this is your Windsor High School Video Bulletin. If you're interested in performing the national anthem, the Spanish welcome, or one of the many musical performances, fill out one of the audition forms in the main office and drop it off to Carrie by February 2nd.
Any students who would like to participate in the evening by sharing their original music or poetry should contact Mr. Richards during break and lunch in K105 or by email. Washington State University is coming to WHS on Tuesday, February 20th at 2:30 p.m. Register on Naviance.
Hi, I'm Alejandro Lopez, and today for Student on the Street, we will be asking people what's their preferences on multiple subjects.
Hi, may I ask your name?
I'm Tyler Campanella.
May I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you prefer Coke or Pepsi?
I'm a Pepsi man myself. Diet Pepsi all the way.
And why do you prefer Pepsi over Coke?
It has a sweeter taste. It's not as harsh. I prefer the kind of subtleness of it. It's very aromatic.
Hello, may I ask your name?
Martin.
Hey, Martin. Do you prefer iOS or Android?
iOS.
And why do you prefer iOS?
Because Androids suck.
Hello, may I ask your name?
I'm Riley Brown.
Do you prefer iOS or Android?
Android.
And why do you prefer Android over iOS?
I like having a terrible camera.
Do you prefer Instagram or Snapchat?
Instagram.
And why do you prefer Instagram over Snapchat?
Post more stuff on there.
Okay, thank you for your time. Hello, may I ask your names?
Alexia. Bailey.
Okay, do you guys prefer Instagram or Snapchat?
Snapchat. Snapchat all the way.
Alright, Tyler, do you prefer iOS or Android?
I don't have a phone.
Attention seniors, there will be a meeting with SRJC staff on Friday, February 2nd at 1 p.m. in the library, open to all interested seniors.
Sports this week at Windsor High. Home games on Wednesday, January 31st, girls basketball versus Maria Carrillo, freshmen at 4:30, JV at 6, and varsity at 7:30. It's also senior night, so get out there and cheer them on. Games versus Santa Rosa on January 31st at 5 o'clock p.m. JV boys soccer, and at 7 o'clock p.m. varsity boys soccer. So cold, I can't even speak properly. Okay, games versus Montgomery on Friday, February 2nd at 4 o'clock p.m. JV girls soccer, and at 6 o'clock p.m. varsity girls soccer. Nailed it! Don't forget, tennis season starts Monday, February 5th from 4:15 to 6 at Hiram Lewis Park next to Windsor Middle School. Make sure to get out and catch your Jags there. Is that good?
There's a popular new trend among teens all over the U.S. Vaping. Devices such as Sorens and Juuls make it possible for teens to vape almost anywhere, even in classrooms.
I think the biggest thing that could help stop vaping at school would be education, because e-cigarettes were originally designed to help people stop smoking, and now they're more marketed as like a safer alternative. And just because they're safer than cigarettes, since they don't have the tobacco, doesn't mean they're chemical free and that there's not health effects.
The difference between using cigarettes and vaping is quite profound, to be honest with you. Cigarettes, you're lighting the substance on fire. It's literally smoke that you're putting into your lungs. And we all know that using any tobacco product is horrible for you. So what's going on with e-cigs is that it's liquid. So there's liquid nicotine and then other substances in there that is being heated up to a high degree, which turns into what people call vape or vapor. It actually isn't even vapor. It's aerosol. Let's find out what's in an e-cig. Propylene glycol is also used in antifreeze products. How about acetone, nail polish remover? Ethylbenzene is a substance that is found in e-cigs, and those are also used in paints and pesticides. Formaldehyde, okay, that's for embalming dead people. And of course there's nicotine, and there's also many other substances that is in the e-cig juice as well.
I've been at Windsor High School 5 years, and I feel like the first 3 years I was here, you knew kids vaped, you knew people were using e-cigarettes, but you didn't see it on campus. You might have heard about effects, but you didn't catch kids in your classroom. You didn't see 5 or 6 kids go into the bathroom at once and block everybody from who was actually trying to use the bathroom. You didn't see them in parking lots, and you didn't see them blatantly handed off. And so last year you were kind of starting to see it, and this year it's just been out of control. People in the bathrooms and classrooms just everywhere vaping.
So my opinion on people vaping at school, I mean, I guess it's a distraction to school because you can do it anywhere else. As long as it's not to the point where they cross the line with teachers.
If we can talk to teens about things like popcorn lung, which is like constriction of the airways and damaging your lungs, so it's almost like having a constant asthma attack, or the effects on the male reproductive system from vaping, the effects on your heart and your brain. I think that education is the biggest thing, because then people can make the choice and they know what they're getting into.
My opinion on vaping is like, I'm not really against it, but sometimes like when you're using it in class, like I can see it's a distraction. I understand how people would be angry about it, but I'm not against it.
I gotta say, I'm against it. I mean, school rules, might as well just obey it, listen to them, stay out of trouble, you know?
The big thing is, like, if you can't control yourself at school, if you have to vape between 8 and 3:35, you're looking at a way bigger problem with an addiction to something. So it's like, yeah, we don't want you doing this because it's bad for you and your brain's still developing as a teenager, but you've got to look long and hard if you can't get between 8 and 3:35 without doing something you shouldn't be on campus.
You have the freedom of choice. And when it comes to vaping, that's your choice. You can decide to put that into your body. What you need to understand, however, is you don't have the freedom of consequence. You don't get to decide if you become addicted to the nicotine. You don't get to decide what the vaping manufacturers are putting into your product. You don't get to decide what the physical consequences are, what the school consequences are upon getting caught at school. So you do have the freedom of choice, absolutely. But do know that, again, when you're putting an addictive substance into your body, your choices begin to diminish tremendously.
Curious about WHS facts? So are we. Here's a segment we call Ask Mackey.
Oh, hello there. This is Ask Mackey. This is my computer. I'm Mackey, and I'm here to answer your questions.
Why don't we have more rallies?
Because we only have so much spirit that we can, give, so we have to savor it for the rallies.
Why does Windsor have the word Win in it, or is it just a coincidence?
Because Windsor doesn't have any L's in it, and we don't take L's.
Why did Elin quit?
Who?
Elin.
Who's that?
What teacher has been working here the longest?
Dysentery.
Why are all the juniors graduating early?
Because they're really smart. They're smarter than everybody else. Just know they will always be smarter than you. Remember.
Why don't we have lockers?
Because 95% of the school is outdoors, because we live in California, baby.
If the Windsor High School team was going to play in the Super Bowl against the New England Patriots, what would the score be?
-15 to 1,000.
Which team would be impacted?
I'm gonna deny answering that question.
How many games did the football team win this year?
Literally all of them, because Windsor doesn't take L's. Alright, thank you for your questions, and make sure to ask more at WHS Q&A, and that's it. Bye.
That's all for this week. Study hard.
Keep those grades up, and we'll see you next week, Windsor High. So, Jim.
Hello.
What do you think? Are you ready for another sports-tacular day?
Of course. It's always a good day to catch your jag.
Okay.